Hi everyone, it's Az here from Heel vs Babyface. Now, obviously, we've all been aware of the recent Gina Carano business. Last Friday, I believe it was, Lucasfilm put out a statement saying that she would no longer be working for the company as a direct action of a tweet that she put out that Lucasfilm described as abhorrent. Now, what was very interesting, of course, is if you saw the tweet, we'll have a look at it again briefly in a moment, from Gina Carano. It's all about context. It's all about context, but people in today's day and age, and it's quite obvious and it's quite clear that if you do not fall on one specific side of the political spectrum within the entertainment industry, then you are open season. Because the hypocrisy is absolutely rampant as regards to people saying things much, much worse, which in their context mean exactly what it's meant to mean, and it's tragic. Now then, Barry Weiss, Barry Weiss saved my life. Okay, Barry Weiss did a recent interview with Gina Carano as regards to those events. And on Friday Night Tights, the podcast that we do over on Nerdrotics channel, we discussed what we theorized Gina Carano knew. And the consensus was we probably, we thought that she probably already knew that Disney weren't going to use her again, and that's why she'd been relatively quiet, and some of the tweets that she'd been put out were provocative in as much as they make you think. Not provocative per se, as in they wanting to rock the boat, but, you know, these weren't tweets that were meant lightly. These are tweets that are meant to make you have a think about what's going on. However, as you can see from the title of this video, it's actually come out that Gina Carano found out that she was fired from Lucasfilm when we did. So let's get into that, shall we? So first of all, this was the tweet that allegedly broke the camel's back, and it's a tweet that if you look at it in its proper context, Gina is talking about how power utilizes the everyday person to turn them on each other and turn them on targeted groups which may be vocal, groups which they may not like and they need to quash. And we have seen this in real time as fans of fandom. You know, the obviously what happened here was as horrific. World War II, the rise of Nazi Germany in the 30s and going into the 40s into the war. But just as fans, we saw that as early doors in the heaviest sense when The Last Jedi came out. When The Last Jedi came out, it was a massively divisive film. A lot of fans, including myself, were absolutely disgusted at the treatment of Luke Skywalker. We're absolutely disgusted at the storyline and how it just seemed to shit all over beloved characters. And for what? To push a character that was already at the top and never moved from being the bestest of the bestest ever. And it just seemed a deconstruction of Luke Skywalker and a deconstruction of a true hero. So when we voiced our concerns, when we voiced our displeasure, what happened? People from Lucasfilm, never mind, you know, just fans arguing amongst each other, people from Lucasfilm started calling us white supremacists, misogynists, Nazis, the whole job lot. You know, that word right there that's prominent within this post. Now, it was fine for them to call us all those words in the disgusting manner in which they meant them, not the context in which this is meant. It was fine for them. But no. And of course, we've seen the tweet by Pedro Pascal, just one of them. There's another one, of course, where he compares Yahtzees to Trump supporters. And what happened with him? Nothing. Seemingly nothing. So, they talk about various aspects of this. This is another post that Gina put out in December. I distinctly remember this post coming out. And when I saw this post, what I saw was the world, a few people are living it large off the backs of the everyday working man. And I say the everyday working man and woman, of course. And this is particularly apt, of course, because we were coming off a whole year of COOF. And in that year, so many businesses closed down because of the lockdowns, because of the restrictions. People lost their livelihoods. But who made money? Google made billions. Amazon made billions. Facebook made billions. So who made, who profiteered and who lost? The rich got richer, the poor got poorer. So you can see the analogy. Now, the analogy apparently comes from this mural, which apparently is meant to be a little bit more orientated for these people to look Jewish. I can maybe see it in a couple of people, but not all of them. So even that in itself to me is a bit obscure. But you have to look at the context. And when you look at the way that Gina Carano has behaved over the course of being on Twitter, the way that she responds to people, the way that she communicates with people, has she ever come across as an anti-Semite or a hateful person? Not in the slightest. Not in the slightest at all. She's come across as very upbeat, very hopeful, very inspiring, and somebody who just won't capitulate to the mob. And there is a massive difference between doing the right thing, the wrong thing, and then just capitulating. And as we'll go into now, I want to go into some specifics, which is here. I understand why Gina felt torn about taking down the image. There's no winning. Leave it up and you're bad, which is correct. Take it down and you're bad, correct. And if you take it down, then they'll constantly hound you for an apology. But they don't want an apology. They want compliance. There's a massive difference. Since it's an admission of guilt, that's what she found out when Lucasfilm tried to force her to apologize over the pronoun joke in her Twitter bio. Gina Carano says, early on last year, before The Mandalorian came out, they wanted me to use their exact wording for an apology over pronoun usage. I declined and offered a statement in my own words. I made clear I wanted nothing to do with mocking the Jenga community and was just drawing attention to the abuse of the mob in forcing people to put pronouns in their bio, she told the interviewer. Now, this is very apt indeed, because she's absolutely spot on. Pronouns in your bio has little to nothing to do with pronouns in your bio. Because, of course, pronouns in your bio is a freshly made construct for Twitter activists. The reason why they want you to put pronouns in your bio is because it's compliance. It's making you do something. It's exhibiting power over you. It's assimilating you into the mob. It's got nothing to do. It's about wanting to take away your freedom of choice, your freedom of thought, your individualism. That's what it's about. It's got nothing to do with they, them, he, them, whatever. That's the minutest of minute people. It's all about power and control and mob mentality. Lucasfilm's response was to exclude her from all press and promotion for the show, according to Carano. That was heartbreaking, she said, but I didn't want to take away from the hard work of everyone who worked on the project, so I said, okay. That was the last time I was contacted about any type of public statement or apology from Lucasfilm. I found out through social media, like everyone else, that I had been fired. That is absolutely unbelievable. The cowardice of a company. They say, we want you to say this exact statement about pronouns in your bio. Gina says no. She stands up for her beliefs. God bless her. She shows independence and strength. You know, the stuff Hollywood pretend that they want in a woman, but they don't. They want compliance. Just like they always have. That's why we can see through your pandering, shitty, woman empowering movie shite. She says, I will construct an apology in my own words. So she even offers a compromise. No. Because the compromise would have actually involved Gina saying it's about compliance, about compliance to the mob. About bending the knee to the mob mentality. And they don't want that. They want complete and utter, arms wide open, head bowed compliance. And nobody at Lucasfilm had the balls, had the courage, or simply had the goddamn respect to say, Gina, I'm sorry, but we can't have this. For some reason, we're a pathetic, hypocritical shill company that will unfortunately allow people on the other side of the political spectrum to do what they want. But because you maybe fall on the conservative side, even though you haven't made your politics clear, we're actually going to have to get rid of you. Because we don't feel we can control you. It's absolutely pathetic beyond belief. But there we go. So Gina Carano, did she know? No. She found out exactly when we did. Disgrace. Disney are an utter disgrace. They will give thank yous to China, to provinces where they're rounding up certain religious sects for re-education that has a disgusting human rights record. They will curtail to the mob. They will cow down. They will bend their knee to the mob. For what? For nothing? And they will fake and they will mimic that they want strong women in their company. They don't. They want compliant women that fall on the right political side. Hashtag we love Gina Carano. Hashtag cancel Disney Plus. Screw them. Absolutely disgusting company. And I've said before, I just can't be arsed with them anymore. Really can't be arsed with them. Screw Star Wars. Screw it to pieces. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, do give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel. Follow me on social media and YouTube for live streaming. Links are in the description box down below. I'll be back with some more stuff very soon. You take care. Bye for now.